The opposition in the Democratic Republic of Congo condemns a programmed demonstration, UN measures to preserve water in Africa considered insufficient, and then the support of Saudi Arabia for the Moroccan bid to organize the 2026 World Cup called into question. So much for today's press review. Let's first look at the online Le Faire. The Congolese newspaper has dedicated its lead story to a letter sent to the UN Secretary General on the 14th of March by the president of the opposition coalition in the country, Félix Tshisekedi, and it has indeed refocused the UN report on the political and security situation. According to him, the multifaceted crisis in the country stems exclusively from the adjournment of elections, sine die, and the emergence of a dictatorship that prevents the opposition from expressing itself. With yet another shift in presidential mandate and the electoral fraud set to take place, the newspaper adds that the UN Secretary General was asked to mobilize the international community. Now, each year, the United Nations publishes a water development report, a document that explores the potential solutions to the world's water access and sustainability problems. So this year, the conversation explains that the report has focused on solutions based on nature. For example, the report advocates for the use of wetlands to store, purify water rather than the construction of dams and treatment plants. Nonetheless, according to the conversation, these solutions are not sufficient to solve the water problems in the world. The first limit, they often require a lot of land area, which is not and which will compete with agriculture. And finally, Telkel Morocco looks at the statements of the president of the Saudi Olympic Committee, who recently cast doubt or serious doubt on Saudi Arabia's support for Morocco's bid to host the World Cup. It all began with statements to the press and cryptic tweets referring to the relationship between the kingdom and Qatar. Everything begins with an interview given by Taki al-Sheikh to the sports daily Ariadia. And I quote, "In the past, brotherhood and friendship have worked against us. From now on, the interests of Saudi Arabia come first. Interest and nothing but interest." End of quote. And he continues to evoke the position of the Moroccans who he says is ready to discuss with Saudi sports leaders.